Happy Monday, Facebook Live. It's Deshawn Antoinette Booker, your maximizing coach. Hello, happy October the 29th. I'm going to add some groups or share this message as you're coming on with some groups. How are you today? Let me know when you are in the conversation today. So good to be here. So good to jump in and jump out. I'm really excited about what I'm going to share today. I'm excited about what I'm going to share. It's really close to my heart. And so let me know when you are here in the conversation. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Maximizing Monday. Welcome to Maximizing Monday. I hope all is well. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. I'm going to jump in and jump out today. Okay, I think what I have is pretty, powerful and could be life-changing and could add to our already, consciousness. And so I just want to add to our consciousness today. All right, that's just what I want to do. I hope all is well with every single person that is going to join me in just a moment. Listen, I just wanted to share this with a few of the other groups, okay? So just one moment. Let me know when you're here. Please let me know when you're here. Say hello to me. I would love for you to say hello to me. That would be so wonderful. Hello, everyone. Deshawn Antoinette Booker, your maximizing coach. I am the founder and the CEO of Maximizing Your Magnificence, which is my speaking, coaching, and training company. And I have been working as an empowerment coach and transformational coach with women for over 20 years. Hello, Candice Martinez. Hello, let me know when you're here, everyone. Hey, Cynthia. Hello, everyone. Listen, again, I came in a little earlier. Let me open up this window. Sorry. Had to open up the window there. Get some air in for me. So I wanted to come in. I'm coming in a little bit earlier because I have some clients that I got to get to today. But listen, hey, let me know you're here. How are you? I'm going to be talking to you about 3 quick steps on how we can honor those that have we've lost in tragedy. We've lost people to tragedies. And of course, I'm speaking to what just happened on Saturday in Pittsburgh at the synagogue massacre, right? Where we had, unfortunately, another massacre. 11 people, lives were taken. And so on Maximizing Monday today, I offered in my content, I always do a quote every single day. Let me know that you're here, everyone. Hey. And so today's Maximizing Monday quote was for us to honor those 11 victims who lost their lives in the massacre. And, we've been having so many of these killings and shootings that are taking the lives of innocent people. And it really has been touching my heart. And I wanted to come in today and talk about 3 steps. How can we honor those victims that have lost their lives tragically, whether it's in your community, whether it's in your neighborhood, whether it's in your state, all across the world, the globe, right? How can we honor those? Ooh, I'm having a hot flash. One moment. How can we honor those that have lost their lives in a tragic way, even if we don't know them, because we say, honey, listen, this hot flash is not going to stop itself. We're often saying that we need to honor people. We need to honor those that lost their lives. Hey, Dwight. Hey. Let me know when you're here, everyone. Okay. I want to know that you're here. Tap in let me know. Say, hey. Hey, Leona Carter's watching. Listen, we really talk about, honoring people as we've lost them. That can become a very perfunctory act on our part. Things in our lives become very routine and they can lose their sense of compassion, their sense of sympathy and empathy. And so I want to just take a moment Just a moment. Let me just have a moment of your time. I wanted to drop into your spirit. I want to drop into your consciousness, as that's the work that I do, right? I, want to drop this into your spirit, into your consciousness. How can we really honor those people that have lost their lives to tragedy and we don't know them? Okay, how can we do that? So again, I am Deshawn Antoinette Booker. I am your maximizing coach. I am the founder and CEO of Maximizing Your Magnificence. Hey there, yeah. I am having a purpose-driven daily on it. Yes, I am. Thank you. I work with women to do three things. I work with women to get intentional about their lives, about living. I work with women so that they can live and work from a place of integrity and so they can manifest increase. That's what I do as a transformational coach, life coach, and empowerment coach. So listen, let's jump right into your 3 steps, right? How can you, how can I really honor those that have lost their lives? We're living in terrible times. We are. My grandmother used to say that all the time. May she rest in peace. Love you, grandmother. She would always say, we living in terrible times, and they are just becoming terrible and terrible by the second. How can we, those of us that are still here, honor those that have lost their lives in tragedy or to tragedy? And so that it's not just a perfunctory, behavior on our part, but it really is coming from a place that is sensitive and that we acknowledge that from a place of compassion and love. The first step that we can take so that we can really honor those that have lost their lives, the first step is that we need to acknowledge, write this down. Listen, I am the how-to coach. I want you to write it down. I want you to have these steps so that you can activate them in your lives. Okay. Hey, Darrow. Hey, Omar. So the first step is that we need to, number one, acknowledge that those that have lost their lives to tragedy were world contributors. They were world contributors. All of the people, every single incident that we can count on our hand, right? Of people who've lost their lives to tragedy in a tragic way. We need to, number one, acknowledge that they were world contributors, that they had a space in this world, that they were here to contribute their purpose. And they were taken, maybe for us, we think they were taken quicker than they should have been before their time. But we need to recognize that in order to truly honor those that have lost their lives to tragedy, that the first thing we need to do is acknowledge that they were world contributors. If they contributed in a small way, in a large way, it doesn't matter. Maybe they contributed to the world, right? Through their purpose, through their dreams, their vision, their organization, through their company, through what they did in their skills and talents. Maybe they were a world contributor through in their family, by their smile and their gift to give and their laughter and their really beautiful spirit. But those that have gone on in tragedy, we want to honor them. And we want to recognize and acknowledge that they were world contributors, that they had purpose. So that's how we sit. That's how we honor those that have lost their lives to tragedy. The first step I'm offering to you is that we acknowledge that they too were world contributors. They contributed to this world, to their communities, to their families, their spouses, to their children, to their friends, to their social groups, to their communities. And so we honor them. We honor them by saying thank you for being a world contributor. Thank you. That's the first step. Hey, Deja. Hey, Tisha. We're talking about how do we honor those who have lost their lives to tragedy? How do we not make it such a perfunctory behavior on our part, but how do we get really, sincere about it? We acknowledge that they were world contributors. That's the first step that we do. I just want to offer this today. The second step that we do in honoring those that have lost their lives to tragedy is that we want to hold a space of love for them. Let's hold a space of love. You don't have to know someone to hold a space of love for them, right? Let me know that you're hearing me. You don't have to know them. Hold a space for love for that person and for their families. Hold a space for love for who they were, what they brought into the world. Hold that space and allow that vibration to just really move through the atmosphere, move through the universe. That's what we want to do. You know, we're always talking about a silence of prayer, a moment of prayer, a silence, for those that have gone before. But really, what does that mean? What are we doing in our consciousness when we're thinking about that, right, everyone? What are we doing? What are we really doing when we're saying, I'm thinking about the person or persons that lost their lives, in a tragic way, and we take a moment of silence? What are we doing in our consciousness when we do that? Number one, we want to do what? Acknowledge that they were world contributors. We want to, number two, we want to hold a space for love for them in our hearts. Hold that space and allow that vibration to transcend all throughout our universe. That's what we want to do throughout our world. Number three, the third step is that we want to hold a space of healing. We want to hold a space of healing for those who lost their lives to tragedy. We're holding a space of healing for the ones they left behind. Just hold a space of healing for their loved ones, for their friends, their co-workers. Hold a space for your community, for your neighborhood, for your family, and for yourself, because it affects us as well, right? It hurts us just as well when we have to watch time and time again on the media, on television. We have to see the tragedies that are taking place in our communities, in our world, people. We're going to have to be proactive about it. We are. But we can just start with just these 3 steps that I want to offer you today. No, they're not the only steps. They're just what was placed on my heart today. And actually last night. And I want to just offer this to you. Those 3 steps. We want to honor those that have lost their lives to tragedy. Every type of tragedy, whether it was an incident that we are calling an accident, or whether it was someone that did it on purpose, right? With a vengeance, someone that did it with malice. It doesn't matter. I wanted to come on to you today with your Maximizing Monday Live message on how to honor those who have lost their lives to tragedy. So number 1, we acknowledge that they too were world contributors. They had purpose, and we don't know if they completed their purpose or not. We want to just offer that, acknowledge that they were world contributors. So we honor them. We want to recognize step 2, that we want to hold a space for love for them. Number 3, we want to hold a space for healing. We want their family members and friends and loved ones to be able to have supernatural healing as they are mourning the loss of their loved ones. We want to hold a space of healing for our community, for our neighborhoods, for our families, and for the world at large. We need to, ladies and gentlemen. We want to hold that space. We want to really begin to be in conscious, have a conscious mindset about when we are holding and honoring those that have lost their lives to tragedy. And so I wanted to just come in. Listen, if you are just joining me, check out the replay. If you're just coming on board, okay? Hey, Sandra, if you're just coming on board, check out the replay. Please, if you're watching the replay, share the video, because if we begin to at least do these 3 steps, we can really, begin to put a dent into the mindset of how our communities, our families, our world is operating when there's tragedy. So I just wanted to offer this to you today. I know that I came on a little early. I have some clients that I have to support and serve, and I did not want to miss you today in your Maximizing Monday. So I want you to know that let's just really, in unity, hold a sense of prayer for those that have lost their lives to tragedy. Right? We want to just hold that space, but I want you to activate I want you to activate these 3 steps that I offered you today. Share them with others. Share them with everyone. If you're not connected with me, get connected with me here on Facebook. I have a private Facebook group called the Maximum Potential Experience. I would love for you to join that. I have it typed there. Follow me on all of my social media platforms, right? Let's stay connected. Deshaun Booker, right? At Deshaun Booker for Twitter, Instagram, and Periscope. I want you to follow me. If I don't have your email, type your email for me. I would love to have you be a part of my email campaign where I send out awesome messages, weekly and up and coming events. I'm getting ready to also do a free coaching call coming up soon. So I want you all to be a part of that. It's free. I want you to be a part of that. I'm going to start advertising for that. Okay? Listen, I love you. God bless you. Thank you for allowing me into your space today, into your hearts, into your homes, your environments. I never take it for granted. I don't. And I just want you to know that, again, we want to honor those that have lost their lives to tragedy. Right? We want to do that. And we honor them by, number 1, acknowledging that they were world contributors. They had purpose. Number 2, we want to hold a space for love for them. Number 3, we want to hold a space of healing for their family members, their loved ones and friends, for our own communities, our own neighborhoods. We want to hold a space for the world at large. We need it. Don't you agree? Don't you agree? Yes. Okay, so listen, thank you. I'll be back on Wednesday with your Woke Wednesday Live. And so this entire week, I am really going to, this entire week is dedicated to those that have lost their lives to tragedy and what it looks like to just hold a space for them. Hey, James, listen, I got to go. I got to go and support and serve my clients. I love you. God bless you. And as always, I always say to you, life does not happen to you. Life happens for you. Yay. I love you. God bless you. Hey, Al, I got to go. Got to support my clients. Smooches and deuces. Watch the replay and share the video. God bless you. I love you so much. Bye-bye.